This should be the last time you ever search for a video about how to build a hidden potential of any character in Dokkan Battle, because in this video I'm going to break down everything you need to know about building hidden potential for any card. So let's get straight into the basics. The first and most important thing you have to do is read the card's full abilities, meaning look at their fully awakened state and read their passive skill. From the passive alone, you can find out most of the info you need right off the bat. The easiest way to sum up everything I am about to say is, if they have things like additional and crit built in for free, don't add those unless they get a stat boost from attacks performed. Not supers performed, attacks performed, meaning regulars also count. And if the passive includes a dodge chance of 50% or over, you don't need to add more dodge. At that point, what you add is free will as long as you reach the finish line. But that's not all. You need to also look at their super attack effects and link skill. The example I'm going to use for you guys in this video is the SSJ trio. They are a very powerful card, but they too have a weakness. Their damage reduction only lasts 5 turns, which doesn't make them bad at all, but it is their weak spot. Since everything else they do is offense related, this is their main source of defense, and if the fight isn't over yet, by the time their damage reduction is over, then they are significantly more in danger. Besides the defense they build up off of supers, they are basically naked from this point on. So that means a card like this could probably be given as much dodge as possible. Despite having this obvious flaw defensively, you can see that their kit includes both additional and crits for free, as well as attacks being effective against all types. Their links are also mostly attack based. This all just points to the fact that giving them dodge is the obvious choice to fill in that lack of defense. Now, most cards have built-in additionals and crits, but let's look at a card that has built-in dodge. Gaku. He is a very versatile card. His kit includes dodges and additionals, meaning all he's missing is crit. Logically, you would give him crit, but if you read all the way to the end of his passive, you'll see that he gains an attack boost from performing 4 super attacks. Don't let this sway you too much, because additionals in the hidden potential aren't guaranteed to be supers, which means most of the time you're getting a regular attack that is worthless and contributes nothing to your run. But if you are a major gambler, you can try to give him additional and crit equally. I would recommend crit though, just for that consistent damage. And if you are a lunatic, you can give him more dodge too for extra luck. The final example of this video will be a bit of a trick question. The card is 23rd World Tournament Goku. He's one of the best cards in the game, but the question is, how do you build a card that has additionals built in and is effective against all types but needs to be hit to build up? Well, the answer is dodge and maybe a little additional or crit for that extra hit of damage. For a card like this, I might even go full dodge. The reason being that even though he needs to be hit, having a full dodge won't turn him into an MUI Goku that destroys his kit. It will just make him more useful in events where either he can't nullify a super or he just ends up unlucky and not nullifying a super attack. You never know if he can get lucky and save your run off of a random dodge. Basically, the moral of the story is read the card's skills, analyze what they are missing, and if they aren't missing anything, most of the time the answer is dodge. Even for cards that need to get hit, rarely will they dodge more than 1 or 2 attacks a turn, and the risk is absolutely worth the reward. I just want you guys to remember that in the end, no matter what you do, all that matters is getting to the end of the mission, and if I can do it with units that are at 55% in the dupe system, then that just proves that it's not always necessary to have the best dupe system build ever. You just have to read and think a little bit if you want to be 100% optimal in your run. The dupe system is becoming a bit outdated anyways, considering how much most cards are built straight off the bat, but it is something that can still come in clutch every now and then, so don't take it too seriously, guys. Anyways, that's about it for this video, guys. I hope I've convinced you to stick around and subscribe, like the video, and maybe even comment. Thank you all for watching.